medical attention, if anybody needs shelter or recovery. Sometimes it doesn't hurt for us to do that as citizens of San Francisco.
Thank you, JJ. I couldn't have put it better myself, man. And, you know, I give it up to this man right here. This is one of the most compassionate persons I know. He's out here, he's talking to these individuals every day and trying to figure out what's the root cause of why they're out here. You know, so I tip my hat to you, JJ. Thank you, man. And I'll just pass the speaker on to my next speaker, my good friend Kirill right here, that helped me put this thing together. And he'll tell you why he did it.
Thanks everyone for coming. I'm Rich's neighbor as well as Matt's. Yeah, great to see you. Thank you for coming. I'm an immigrant myself, and I'm pretty new to the city. I guess compared to everyone else here, but I think San Francisco, hands down, is the best city in the world. I think so. I've been to many places, and I think we have the best people, the best nature, the best climate, the best economy. Could be, right? I think we have everything, and it's really sad to see what's happening here. I happen to move to Civic Center. Every day I walk to work to downtown to New Montgomery, and I pass Open Drug Air Market next to Pelosi Federal Building. It's mind-boggling to see what's happening there. And after the events that...
see white fucking voices out here criticizing people of color. Somebody give him some back here.
Yeah. I think
Cool. As a person of color, as a first-gen person of color, I also have beef with this.
Yeah. It was Thursday night. I was just laying in my bed, and I thought, this is crazy. We have to do something about this. This is not normal to just accept that people on the streets are doing this. It's not compassionate to let people just die. And I think less people die of COVID than every day, every year of overdoses. I've come from a country that is not so good. But anyway, we not let people do this on the streets. We not let people come from other countries just like me to destroy others' lives. And we have to prioritize those who live here over those who were intentionally coming here to actually destroy others people's lives. And as an immigrant, I knew if I commit a crime, I'm going to be deported back to my country. And I want to do my best to be a part of society, to do a good job, and not to commit any crimes, no matter small or big, to not be deported back to my home country. I'm grateful for California, for cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco, for being so welcoming to immigrants, so welcoming to someone like me, and letting me live a better life here, fleeing my country, home country, where I was not fitting in the political process. So we gotta save the city, we gotta make it safe, and I'm just really grateful for Richie, for Matt Dorsey, for everyone else for coming and trying to bring awareness. I think we care. This is not normal what's happening, and let's just like keep speaking on it and hope for a change.
Thank you, Kirill, man. This couldn't have been done without you. I appreciate you. Thank you. My next speaker is a young man that has documented a lot of stuff through San Francisco, and you know he just wants what's best for the city too. Here he is, my man with the World Peace Movement. Here he is.
Thank you, Richie, for having me. Thank you guys for coming out today and support us. This is the Save SF hashtag Save SF rally. We're here first and foremost to fight fentanyl. Thousands of people have died from fentanyl. Thousands of people are currently dying from fentanyl, including a lot of my family and friends. I've overdosed as well, you know, just handling some of the cash in the city, shopping at that Whole Foods that just got shut down over there. For those of you who don't know, my house burned down to the ground in the East Bay when I was 18 years old, and I came to this city with nothing but the clothes on my back. I got a job at Whole Foods, and I saved up money, and I started working, and I eventually got an apartment. But you know, I used to be homeless too. I've hitchhiked across this country, northeast, south, and west. I was at the Battle of Standing Rock in 2016. I've lived in Eskimo villages in Alaska. I truly believe San Francisco is the greatest city in the United States of America. I've met Joe Montana, I've met Matt Dorsey, and I can say that, you know, there's a lot of, you know, good people who have the power to make a change, and all we have to do is support them. I'm encouraging everybody to get out there and vote differently. On my way to this great walk, this great rally this morning, I live in the Tenderloin, the heart of the Tenderloin. Every day I go to sleep to the sound of sirens, and I wake up to women screaming for their lives. On my walk here from my apartment in the Tenderloin, I saw countless bodies on the ground, fecal matter everywhere, needles, used needles. And, you know, it's really concerning to me, you know, when women and children aren't safe and they're giving out free needles. And they opened up a fentanyl lounge, and they started building that Whole Foods just across the street from that fentanyl lounge. Everybody and their mother said it was a bad idea, and they still went through with it anyway. And here we are a few months down the road, and it's shut down, and now I'm having to look somewhere else to get groceries. And what's happening in our community is a humanitarian crisis. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, Twitter headquarters just down the block, directly outside of the Twitter headquarters, pounds of fentanyl are being bartered for BIP property. We have a BIP problem. We need to shut down the BIP economy immediately. People of all colors, creeds, and religions are dying from fentanyl. It doesn't matter what color, creed, or religion. If you're a Democrat or Republican, fentanyl has no place in our community. Fentanyl is not family friendly. I want to pass the mic to JJ one more time because I feel like he didn't get to, you know, finish his speech, and I'd like to hear his voice, man.
Well, let me say this. I was once told that one of the...
I know, it comes here though. He looks like a normal person. We can trust him.
I don't try to get political and get up here. There's a lot of organizations out here that's supposed to be helping the individuals on the streets. Me personally, I done spoke to some of these organizations out here, and they say they here all the time. But I approached some of the homeless, unhoused people right there on the street, and I asked them, has this office ever came down here and offered y'all any assistance? And they told us no, we never heard of them. Then I asked the gentleman right then again. They say they never heard of your organization. He said, well, I know they don't know me personally. And I said, no, we didn't say you. We said your organization. You say your organization is here every week. Well, let's ask 4 more people. I asked 4 more people. Do you know this organization?
I sure don't.
Do you know this organization? Do you know this organization? Well, they all say they don't know you, but you say you here and your organization is here every week. Y'all need to get out here and start speaking to these people. Start asking them what do they need. Start asking them what services they need. Y'all going to court for them. Y'all getting restraining orders so they can sleep on the sidewalk. Well, explain to them what they can and can't do. Don't just walk past them and don't say nothing to them. Let people know what are y'all doing. Don't just go to court every time they have a sweep for them and then say, okay, I ain't got nothing else to say. The last thing I want to say out here, I don't know if this is right, but I'm going to say it anyway. People are always coming down on the police. People, let me preach to you for a minute. Let me preach for you a minute. The police goes out there in the Tenderloin. I see them when they make their arrest. But you don't see them as residents and as business owners. Y'all don't see them because y'all at work during the time they making the arrest. Once they make that arrest, they got to go back in the police station and do 3 or 4 more hours worth of paperwork while nobody else is out there to fulfill their shift. They need to fund the police and give the police more money so the police can come out here and do their job. You can't just say, we want more police, but you want to defund the police. The biggest murderers in the world is not the police. The biggest murderers in San Francisco ain't the police. The biggest murderers in San Francisco is the Department of Public Health. Those are the biggest murderers in San Francisco.
Thank you, JJ. I can tell that you're really passionate. I just want to touch base again on some of these some of these organizations out here. I worked for one of them. It was a navigation center, and you know, I had to resign. I didn't really agree with what they were doing. These navigation centers are structured around the idea that you're going to help somebody navigate their life, but they can go and use drugs as long as it's not in the facility. That just doesn't work, right? I watched a KPIX special the other day with a gentleman that was walking around and showing his day-to-day routine when he checks on some of these homeless people, and he said, hey, you know, it doesn't happen hardly ever that we get somebody into a treatment or help them, but you know what? I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and just keep going. Well, excuse me, that doesn't work. You can't expect the taxpayers to keep funding your salary or your paycheck if there's no results. There's no results. We want to see results. When we spend money, we want to see results. So, you know, that's how I feel about some of these organizations. If they're not working, we shouldn't be funding them. It's that simple.
Exactly.
If it does not work, it does not work. It's that simple.
They don't do
And with that, I'm going to pass the mic on to my next speaker here.
What is your solution? You need a solution. What is it?
Hey everybody, I'm John Dennis. I'm the chairman of the San Francisco Republican Party.
Boom ass bitch.
Okay, forget it. Excuse me.
It's not political. No.
Hey, let's just do a reset here. Do we love San Francisco? Do we love San Francisco? We love this city. Excuse me. Absolutely I am. This is a nonpartisan event.
Another strong white man.
Speaking for identification purposes.
What's fucking new?
This city had an earthquake in 1906. It collapsed.
What the fuck
Today
are
we
you
suffer
talking
from
about?
a spiritual earthquake where law and order has collapsed. The people
Shut
rebuilt
your bum
this
ass
town.
up, bro.
The people
You
rebuilt
know a
this
fucking
town.
thing about the
We're turned over
415.
as slaves because of what we've done.
No.
We have made this city.
Sorry.
We have made this city immaculate.
No.
See what happens when you let white men take the mic? See what fucking happens every time? Fascists step up every time you fucking let them. This is what y'all do. Y'all let fascists stand up and talk.
Excuse me. I was invited to speak.
He's a fascist, bro. He's a step away from asking for your
We have got
execution.
to stop attracting people who want to live the drug-addicted lifestyle on
Look
these
at this,
streets.
right?
Stop it
This
now.
is what y'all are pushing for.
We have people
Y'all can't
all
get together
over
to
the street
support some
to be
racist
drug
ass
addicts
white
on
man?
these streets.
For what?
My second point is support the police. Their
Who
job
is
is
more
brutal.
likely to be
Can I get a round of
Why
applause
are they
to
more
support
likely
the
to be
police?
We have
Support the
victories
police.
of policies
And lastly,
in this country, in this
the
state,
politicians
and in this city.
give
That
you
is
the
oppressed
same
people of
nonsense
color.
over and
That
over
is
and
why
over again.
people of color
Do not elect
are
them
less likely
anymore.
to have
Go
wealth.
after their donors. Go after their donors. Support the candidates who run against them. They're the ones that are allowing this to happen to this city. They're destroying the city. This is
You
the
are
greatest
destroying
city
the
in America.
city. That's
We are
what
gonna
fucking
resurrect
Twitter,
it.
that's what Whole
Represent
Foods is
this
doing.
city.
It's a
People
waste of
rebuilt
land,
it
it's a
after
lack of
1906.
housing, and it's a
The
lack
rise
of
Phoenix
fucking
and San
opportunity.
Francisco is coming again.
Shut
We will
your
rebuild
bum
this
ass
city.
up, bruh.
Trigger.
Ain't nobody needing to hear this shit.
America again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I don't need to hear shit from a fascist.
Hey, what does a fascist do?
What does a fascist do?
They silent people just like Hitler.
Okay.
That's what the fuck you are.
That's not what's happening, bruh.
Fuck you are.
Learn what it means to be intolerant of intolerance, right?
This gentleman was not invited.
But you let him talk! But you let him stand up there and you let him talk!
We did not.
Did you take him off? No.
We
You
took
let
him up. We
continue
took him
to
up.
do his bullshit. You took the mic away, but he's still yelling because you let him.
You ain't yelling as well. So,
Yes, but I'm not advocating for fucking genocide.
Your mask on. You're killing people.
We're so fucking funny. Again, more white people making stupid ass jokes because I'm not white pendejo.
Hey, you said people of color are less likely
Está bueno, pendejo.
to racist shit I've ever heard.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'd like to take a moment to use this platform to talk about our Asian American brothers and sisters for a moment, if you don't mind. If everyone can quit heckling and wait their turn to speak, I'd appreciate that. We have a freedom of speech. Let's respect each other when we're speaking. Let's wait for somebody to finish before speaking. Thank you. Okay, so as you all know, before I lived in the Tenderloin, I lived in Chinatown on Clay Street. I was one of the few non-Asian Americans who lived in Chinatown, and in my apartment building, there were many Asian American elders. And I was in Chinatown during the rise in Asian hate, and I noticed people coming into Chinatown, breaking into cars, Asian American businesses, breaking into apartment buildings, attacking our Asian American elders. Asian American children are being attacked, and long story short, they call me the Chinatown Cowboy, and I've personally seen firsthand Chinatown being attacked every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. If you go to Chinatown right now, you will see Asian Americans living in fear. This fentanyl crisis has caused a lot of other crises to happen simultaneously. We're seeing an increase in theft, rape, murder, you name it, property damage. There's incredible destruction to our public spaces, and businesses are shutting down left and right. Fentanyl is not good for business. This is not sustainable. Fentanyl is not sustainable. And as you can see, if you look over there towards the east, you can see just the top of Salesforce Tower. Salesforce Tower is moving out. So Salesforce is moving out of Salesforce Tower. What does that tell you? It's a vacant tower. It's probably the tallest vacant skyscraper in the world, and other companies that are using that space are moving out too. Whole Foods just closed down its stores. Walgreens are shutting down left and right. Every single day our grocery stores are being ransacked. Our grocery stores are being ransacked every single day. The prices of our groceries are going up in price. And it's not just because of Obamanomics that the food price is going up. The food price is also going up because of theft. The food price is going up because of theft, not just the economy, not just inflation. You think it's just insurance. It's not. You cannot write off this level of theft. You are uneducated. Go back to school. You are a disgrace to USC Santa Cruz.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Let's keep this civil. We're here to find solutions. We're not here to scream. One of the things I wanted from this protest, to be really peaceful. We're not trying to argue and scream. That's not helpful. But thanks everyone involved.
Hey, bro, party. Rallies over party, bro. Rallies over parties. Rallies over parties. Absolutely. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. Rallies over parties, bro. I don't sound like a Democrat.
What are you? What are you, a communist?
You're absolutely
My
right,
middle name is Mark. Fuck Marxism.
Really? Tell me the first thing about it.
It's fucking guaranteed resources at the expense of Earth's finite fucking resources.
Taking the supply and fentanyl. Water through
We can redirect it to make it green for our economy. We can redirect the fucking energy of our economy to work for the people.
Not here. With people like Elon Musk owning shit. How do you expect that to happen? When you're allowing conservatives to argue for less regulation.
You think everything is conservative? That's not everything is a conservative, bro. Even if you go to the most leftist person,
Every time
I think everything is conservative just because they don't have evidence.
every project. You can look at the Soviet